Hey guys, welcome. Today I have a very special guest. I have Charity with me today. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm good, I guess.
It's been a long time
Yes,
since we met.
it's been more than a year
Yeah,
since
more
last time
than.
we,
Mm.
yeah, we met.
So how are you, Charity? How's
I'm
life
good. I'm fine.
lately?
Doing great. Yeah,
Great.
and I'm really glad I was able to visit here back again.
Yeah, it's really good to see you again. By the way, how old are you, by the way, Charity?
32 this year.
Yeah, you look 20s. Ano? Yeah, like my age. Yeah, I think it is because you're small.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're always happy. Seems
Oh,
happy.
hope.
Despite with all the things
Yeah.
you've been through, it's
Yes.
been tough, right?
Charot. Yeah.
The first time I interviewed you, that was over a year ago, and you were very happy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, when I interview you, we talk about your dating experience, how you met Dave, and about your relationship. And year after, like
2 years after. Yeah.
yes, he passed away. When did he pass away?
He passed away last 27th of May, 2024.
See, it's been almost 1 year.
Yes, almost 1 year now.
How old was Dave?
75 or 74, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have a age gap. How many years?
So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 40?
40 years age gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Dave really prove that love knows no age.
No.
Yeah, because I can tell that how much you guys love each other.
Yeah.
Especially you, how you look at him. But yeah, it's sad to say he passed away almost a year ago. Can't believe it. He looks very healthy.
Yes.
Guy, I was
always go
actually
to gym.
surprised. Yes.
And I think that's how Dave and Gary met.
Yes.
Yes, that's where they actually met. And yeah.
He eats healthy too. Yeah.
Yes, very strict with his diet, all of the stuff.
Yeah, before we get into how he died, let's talk about how did you guys met?
So we first met in a dating site, which is Christian Filipina. And since after we met from Christian Filipina, then we started talking. We started our kind of like long distance relationship of few months, and then before he arrived here in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in our first interview as well, we talk about your life before you met him. It was hard also.
Yes.
You got pregnant by a Filipino, and the guy dumped you after you give birth, right? After you get pregnant.
Yes, after I had a baby, few days or few months, I received a text message from him saying, "Don't expect or don't text me anymore." So that's it. Then never heard from him after that.
Yeah, that was your
was tough.
story. Yeah, before you met him, before you met Dave. And how long did you guys in contact? Like the long distance relationship, how long is that before you guys decided to meet?
Dave and I started our like an LDR relationship, or we started talking January, and then he arrived here in the Philippines 1st of March 2022. So yeah, so it's about more than a month.
Yeah, why did you go for an older man? Like,
because you can really feel the maturity. You can feel that there's love. They are more patient, and like I am me if I'm around him. Like I am more comfortable. I feel love.
Right away you feel that, especially when you finally met him.
Not really, because you can only feel that you are loved when you are in person. But when we started chatting, there was like we cannot we there are no there's no time that we don't have any topic. Like we always communicate, we always have something to talk about. So that's what made us more stronger. Like that's how our relationship got to more it was really a strong relationship because we don't have anything that we cannot talk about. So any topic that we have, so yeah,
you really feel the connection
Yes,
between you, the
yeah.
chemistry. What about when he told you that, how old is he when you met?
72.
Were you not concerned about the age?
No, not really.
You cannot tell that you
not
you don't
really.
look at him like he's.
Well, because I'm the type of person who doesn't really look at the other person by his age, because it's not how it's not the age that I really the age again. Age doesn't matter. So for me, yeah, it doesn't really came into my mind that, oh, I don't like him because his age is too old. It didn't came up to my mind that I got discouraged because of his age. No, not really.
Yeah, and he was active as well.
Yes,
Like
he's very
I saw
active.
your pictures together going hiking together.
yeah.
You share the same, like things that you love to do, like swimming. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So I think that's important. Yeah. So how long you been together?
2 years.
Before he died, 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, and you guys get engaged actually, right?
Yes.
Before he died?
Right after I arrived in Turkey, the next day I arrived from Turkey, because that's where he had the treatment. So he proposed to me and kneeled in front of me and gave me the ring. So yeah.
What's the cause of his death? It was from the sudden,
Yeah, it is definitely sudden. We found out that he had this illness December 2024. 24, was it 23? Sorry, December 2023, and then he got diagnosed December, and then we found out that he had this esophageal cancer. So it is disease. Is it like a tumor on your esophagus? So it's very rare. So, and we don't know how, what level was it, or you know what I mean? Like how worse was it?
Did you find out that in the Philippines?
No. We actually noticed that the symptoms, 2023, we went to Bohol. He had trouble swallowing food. Oh, yeah. So we found out that, and we were not aware that. We thought that it was just him having a hard time swallowing from his throat, and after a year or after a few months, we found out that it was his esophagus has the issue. So we found out that he was sick December when he went back to the UK, and he was vomiting blood. And after that, he did a lot of research and decided to go to Turkey because technically I cannot go to the US. Well, they have treatment for they have a treatment. They offered some treatment in the US, but since he actually thought about me, so since I cannot go with him and I cannot look after him if he's going to have a treatment in the US, so he looked for an alternative. So he found this place in Turkey and decided to have the treatment there. And I applied for my visa January, and I got my visa completed all the paperwork.
Was it easy?
Not really, because we need to hire an attorney from Turkey to make the process more quick, because they need to do a translation. They do not accept English application in Turkey, so they need to we hired an attorney to help us make the process quick, and also with his condition. So that's why we hired an attorney, and I had to collect all the paperwork. Here in the Philippines, how long it takes for us to get one paper,
Yeah, I
one
know.
paperwork. So it takes a week or 3 days is the shortest. So I applied for a visa, and then I got approved by March. My papers from Turkey came back in March.
2024, right?
Yes, 2024. And so got I got my visa March, and then I flew right away. So yeah. And then I went to Turkey.
That's the start of his medication in
January. He's already
he already
in
started
Turkey.
before you even got there.
So he was just all alone in Turkey.
Wow.
So yeah.
At least before he died, he was with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that really, that's a wonderful thing. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Especially to you that, it makes you feel better that at least you show all your love. So while he's getting his treatment in Turkey, I remember you told me that he was improving. What happened? Like,
Right. So our friends, people who are also doing some treatment there after I arrive, because we get, they get to meet new friends from there, because there are a lot of people from other countries who are also doing their treatment there. They're from the US, from the UK. There's from actually we met some guy from Australia as well. So they did some treatment there, and while I wasn't around, they were the one who somehow helped him, look after him while I'm not around. And so after I arrived, some of his friends would say, after I arrived, they'd say, Dave is looking great. So I kind of feel like, oh, that's really good. I'm happy that there's like something that will uplift you. Yes, positive things. The doctor will tell us what's the next step, or how are you doing, asking us how is he doing. Then the doctor would say, said that he was looking great. So I said, okay.
But you were there, right?
Yes, I was there.
You can tell. What about you? Like, can you tell
For
he's improving?
me, I cannot really say, but right after I arrived there, I was crying to my mom, and I told my mom, Mama, he's so tough. Oh my gosh. Right after I arrived, I told my mama, Mama, he's so thin. He's so slim. I don't know what to do. And my mama told me, don't cry, don't cry. That's why you're there, because you're going to look after him. So he said, no, don't cry, and just be strong. And I don't really tell things like this to my mom, to my family, but I'm really glad that they are there, supporting us, even though they're far away. And I told them that, Mama, he's so thin. Please help me pray for his recovery. And they said, I keep telling them that, my family is praying for you. I'm praying for you. I ask help to some of my friends. They're also praying for us, for you, especially you. So I always encourage him to eat a lot, to eat food and all that stuff. So, and he's really happy that he get those messages from other people, especially from my family. He's being prayed for. So for me, I cannot really say if he's improving or not, but I am praying. I really pray that we will be able to recover. To continue about my grandma, I did not told her right away.
He was close to your family.
He is really close to my family. So after he passed away, that was morning, and so I decided to book my flight on the evening. So let's say he passed away 4 a.m. And then when I got back to our hotel, about lunchtime, I booked my my flight right away on the evening, same day, because I couldn't stay in that hotel, me alone, being there.
Yeah.
Nobody's with me anymore.
Yeah.
The person that I have to,
Yeah, it must be hard.
the person that I have to look up to is not there anymore. So, yeah, it's really hard. And yeah, so there's no point of me staying in that place.
Yeah, at least if you flew back to the Philippines, you have your family.
Yeah.
To support you. Yeah, emotionally. So his funeral was in the England, right?
Yes.
So it was sent to England.
So what happened to that was, since I don't have visa to UK, I haven't applied again because we got refused from my visa before. So what happened was, that's why I decided to book my flight right away, because I cannot take his body to the UK. And so what happened is, before I book my flight, I make sure that all the paperwork is complete and all the things that he need is being returned or be with his body. And so I signed for some documents, death certificate and all that stuff. So because they cannot take his body without the death certificate. So since I'm the one who's there, I made sure that all the paperwork is signed and cleared. And so I flew back to the Philippines on the 27th of May, the evening. I think passed away in the morning, diba?
Yeah.
So by evening, I flew back to the Philippines, and his body was taken back to the UK after 2 days. After 2 days because of some paperwork. I don't know exactly. Some detail, because I am not the one who's going to be accountable anymore after that, since I cannot go to the UK. So the staff of the cancer center is communicating with the family. Because Dave and I didn't really talk about what will gonna happen. We did not expect that, or we never really planned. We never really thought of those kind of things about the funeral and
You
stuff.
didn't prepare anything?
No, not at all, because we never really want that. Who wants that, right? So I know that we have to prepare, but I don't know. We just didn't.
We didn't think about it. You didn't think about it.
No.
And him.
That's why we did not talk about it. And so his funeral is in the UK. So the family were the one who deal with the.
So when you come back in the Philippines, how did you cope up with all that?
I'm really glad that I have my family with me. They have helped me a lot. It's the kids that are healing me, kind of, not making me feel that I'm alone. So I have a big family. I have my niece, my nephew,
and your daughter
around. Yes, and my daughter especially. So I can't. After I arrived, I did not really cry. Yeah, I still have that pain. So it's like I'm trying to avoid the feeling of losing someone. I just can't accept it.
Yeah.
It's so hard to accept. Up until now, I still have that pain, and yeah.
And I'm curious to know, your daughter is very close to Dave.
Yes.
And how did she manage to accept that? What was her reaction when you told her?
Actually, she has a book. My sister just recently sent me a photo of. I have this notebook that I want her to write down all of the things that she has in mind. And one of the pages that she write down on her notes was she wants to pray. She was praying for her papa. She was
You cannot see that she is affected, but you can feel that she's longing for. She was longing for Dave, and um, it has been few months before the last time that she saw him, Dave. So it's really hard for her because she hasn't seen him for a couple of months before he passed away. Like, I mean, we did like a video call, and um, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know.
I
That
don't know.
makes me emotional because I can, when Dave was still here, I can tell how much he loves you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's a good guy and he's really treating, like his own.
After I arrived from here, Dumaguete, collecting our things, the next day, it's like kind of like a third day, my third day here in the Philippines from Turkey. One morning, I went to my grandma and told her the news.
And then she was so shocked.
She was very
shocked.
close to your grandma.
Yeah, she's very close. And she couldn't even accept that Dave passed away. And she said, what do you mean? I told her, Dave is not here anymore, Lala. I told her that. And then I told her na Dave is not here anymore. So and she said, what do you mean? And he's not here. He's gone. I told Lola. And then I said, Lola, it's okay, La. I mean, I tried to comfort her, but it's not okay. I tried to comfort her and I told her, that's fine, La, because what happened is Dave, we showed him that we really took care of him. We love him, and we showed him what kind of family we are. We showed how we loved him, and that's one thing that I'm really grateful for my family as well. They loved him and they supported me with my relationship with him. I told my grandma that it has been a long time dream of Dave to have a daughter. So, even though I can't, even though Bree is not crying, I can see that she's longing for Dave, for his dad. And so I told my grandma that it has been his long time dream to have a daughter. So at least when he was still around, he was able to feel that kind of love from a daughter. Yes, because he's been longing to have a daughter.
Yeah.
And so that is also one of the reasons why he accepted me. He get interested with me because of my daughter, because he wants to have a daughter. He wants to feel how to have a daughter.
Yeah.
And the experience. I know that he's been telling this a lot to his friends that whenever he goes to gym, come back home,
I know
my daughter would run towards her, and then she'll give him a big hug, and
he's always proud of your daughter, and I can really tell when we visit your house and the bond they have. It's like so special. Now that he passed away, what do you do to keep yourself busy? Of course,
I do Bisaya lesson, so I still have that.
you have clients.
Yes, I already have clients, and
You're still open.
I'm still open for clients, for students who wants to learn Bisaya.
There you go, guys. If you're interested,
online. Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's what I do for now. I also
What about Tagalog?
I can also do Tagalog. Yeah. So any Filipino information, drop me a message, email me.
Yeah.
So that's how I earn money for now.
And do you still do your
Virtually.
YouTube?
Yes. I still post some videos on YouTube. Do live stream a lot.
Okay, there you go, guys. Please support Charity on her YouTube channel. I know it's very hard for you to do this interview, and thank you for sharing This is the hardest interview I've done in my channel so far. Yes, for sure. Don't forget to subscribe to Charity YouTube channel, the Morinang Filipina, right?
Yes, Chacha the Morena Filipina.
Yes, thank you in advance, and thank you for watching till then. I know it's hard for viewers to watch this kind of video too because, it's very emotional video. Thank you. Bye. God bless everyone.